Dun, 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 dun. My name is Quinn Riley, and this is my submission for the Mechatronics Line Following Challenge. My goal this year is to be the fastest robot or get close to it. I opted not to use the balls in the game because I deemed that collecting tiles was more efficient. I laser cut the base out of 1/8 inch black acrylic, and I designed the robot in SolidWorks. I kind of went off of what I'd seen other people do in the past in terms of line following robots at competitions across the world. This fin is an interesting feature of the robot. It keeps me from getting caught up on the height difference between tiles on the practice field, which helped keep my practice more consistent. There are 7QR11 14 sensors on the robot, and you can see it kind of became a rat's nest. The electronics are pretty simple. I just got the chip that's a copy of the breadboard to keep my sanity, basically, and just copy it over. My code is 7 inputs in like while statements that basically it's hard left, normal left, soft left, center, soft right, right, and hard right. The gearboxes were 3D printed, and it's a 4.7 ratio. They are the most important part of this design. They're the reason I could go so fast, and it gave me a ton of options. Some of the design challenges with that are that the resolution on the 3D printer is not the best for making gears that mesh together. So I was always kind of crossing my fingers that the gearboxes wouldn't stop working on me, and I had a few issues up until minutes before the competition. I had to change the pinning out, and I almost didn't compete. So the motors were another thing that I had a big contemplation on. The medium motor versus the large motor. Originally I had the large motor, but it didn't have enough torque at 9 volts, and the weight slowed down the robot quite a bit. And in general, like, the more weight you can take off the robot, the faster and more controllable you're going to be. So that was the idea. If I were to try again or do this again with more time and more money, I'd buy a nicer battery, one of those little lipos for like RC cars or something, in order to avoid that weight constraint, which throws me off the track. And another thing I'd want to do differently is add PID control, and that would smooth out the driving quite a bit and keep me from overcompensating. I also want to change the base to wood, just because it's lighter, and we're really just trying to shave off here and there. Another thing too is maybe doing like an integrated circuit board onto the base and make the base out of like silicone and get rid of those wires. But I mean, if without those, it wouldn't be the Rainbow Hammerhead, right?